So guys, the Northerners are still believing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said over so many years ago. A Rufai's son Bashir came out and posted this on his Twitter account. So this is what he said, I quote, "Regional autonomy can easily solve this situation of blame games. It is crucial as all citizens of said regions would be concerned of who they can directly hold responsible for their woes. I don't believe in this esoteric concept of one Nigeria. Escobar and I can agree on that." So he is saying that he doesn't believe in this one Nigeria over thing. And many people are shocked. You know why? Because they never agreed, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that there's nothing like one Nigeria. They even fought at him because they were benefiting something from Nigeria. So they fought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saying, what does he mean by there's no one Nigeria? For someone like a Rufai's son to come out openly and say he does not believe in one Nigeria, it's shocking. Because people from the ruling class defend Nigerians' unity because they benefit a lot from it. So his statement reflects two possibilities, either frustration or underlying truth. Now, even the privileged are beginning to see that the Nigerian project is not working. They are starting to understand that this one Nigeria of a thing is not going to work. The way Bashir has understood that everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said is true. Everything he said is right. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that there's nothing like one Nigeria, but they saw him as a madman that is talking. Now, they're beginning to see it. Even the privileged are beginning to see that the Nigerian project is not working. This so-called one Nigeria is not working at all. Nigeria is more of a geographical expression than a true nation state. Different groups, Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Yoruba, Niger Delta, Middle Belt, have conflicting interests and identities. Nnamdi Kanu has always insisted that there is nothing like one Nigeria. He argued that Nigeria is an artificial creation of the British amalgamation of 1914. Ethnic and religious divisions run too deep. The country has never been truly united, only forced together. They only forced Nigeria together. There was nothing like unity in Nigeria for long now. For long now, there's nothing like unity in Nigeria. We are only forced. Now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, when Kanu came and told the people that there's nothing like one Nigeria, they saw him as an extremist. But now, when someone like Bashir Rufai now echoes a similar view, though in his own way, it shows that this sentiment is not limited to one region or group. It is becoming widespread. When Nnamdi Kanu said it, he was called a rebel and faced heavy word persecution. But when people from the ruling elite said the same thing, the society tends to treat it as just an opinion. This double standard reveals how truth is sometimes rejected depending on who is saying it. Nigeria has failed to build a true sense of nationhood. See, corruption, injustice, insecurity, and ethnic politics have destroyed trust. The average Nigerian does not see themselves as Nigeria first, but rather as Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, TV, Ijaw. They see themselves differently. Unless there is restructuring, justice and equity, Nigeria will continue to be a country on paper but divided in spirit. So, Bashir's words are just a mirror showing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said years ago. He's just trying to point out what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told many people years ago, but they ignored him. They said, oh, this man is lying. What does he mean that there's nothing like one Nigeria? Though some people believed him, but our leaders did not believe him because they were benefiting a lot. They are benefiting a lot from this so-called one Nigeria. Nigeria was not formed out of mutual agreement, but by colonial force, which was the 1914 amalgamation. Ethnic groups were never given the chance to decide if they wanted to live together. That is why one Nigeria often feels like a slogan rather than a reality. Normally, the political class benefits from the unity narrative because they control resources and power. So they benefit from it. So once you see someone in politics and you tell the person that I don't believe in one Nigeria, the person will be so angry with you for saying that because he or she is benefiting a lot from this so-called one Nigeria. Now, for a Rufai to say he doesn't believe in one Nigeria, it means the cracks are widening, even among those who should defend it. If the elite children are now questioning Nigerians' unity, what's more of the ordinary masses who already feel excluded? Years ago, Kanu said there is nothing like one Nigeria. He was insulted, he was jailed, and called a troublemaker. Now, different voices across the country are beginning to echo his words. What was once dismissed as better propaganda is now sounding like reality to many Nigerians. When Kanu spoke, they branded him as a terrorist. Oh, he's a terrorist. He's trying to incite violence. There's nothing they didn't say about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he said that there's nothing like one Nigeria. When he said it. Now, today, a Rufai son has also come out to say the same thing. The people who are saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist have not still said that a Rufai son is trying to incite violence. When a Rufai son speak, they say it's seen as freedom of expression. When he said it, they said, oh, he's trying to just express himself. But if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, they'll say he's inciting violence. He wants to cause terrorism in Nigeria. Like, they say a lot of things. They jail, they insult him. This shows how truth in Nigeria is judged by who says it, not what he said. They judge truth by who said it. Now, I'll tell you guys why many no longer believe in Nigeria. There's so many reasons why so many people have given up in one Nigeria. Oh, I don't even believe in this so-called one Nigeria again. Number one is injustice. Some regions feel cheated politically and economically. Another thing is insecurity. From Boko Haram in the north to the east to bandits, herdsmen and kidnappers, safety is almost gone in Nigeria. In fact, what am I even saying? Safety is gone in Nigeria. Another reason is bad governance. Leaders loot instead of serving. This is the reason why so many people have given up in this so-called one Nigeria. There is injustice, there is bad governance, and leaders loot us instead of serving us. Ethnic favoritism. Appointments and opportunities often go to one group, breeding resentment. You will see when it comes to giving job opportunities, when you go to a particular company, they will say, oh, where are you coming from? Which tribe are you coming from? If they say that you're not an Igbo person, they won't give you the work. If they say that you're not a Yoruba person, they won't give you the work. So, this ethnic favoritism is so bad. And the worst part of it, even though people occupying the positions today in Nigeria are all coming from the northern side. It's very hard for you to see an Igbo man occupy a better position in Nigeria or a Yoruba man occupy a better. It's only the northerners who are occupying better positions. So you see what we're talking about? This same ethnic favoritism, that's what we're talking about. And another reason is the danger ahead. If the elites and ordinary people both stop believing in Nigeria, the center cannot hold. This could lead to more agitation for secession, which is Biafra, Odeduwa, and Middle Belt. Increased ethnic tension and distrust. A possible violent breakup if not handled wisely. Now, Bashir's statement and Nnamdi Kanu's prophecy are pointing out the same truth. Nigeria exists only as a map and not as a nation. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is just existing as a map. It's not existing as a nation. True unity can only happen if there is justice, fairness and restructuring and mutual respect. Otherwise, the slogan One Nigeria will continue to collapse under the weight of reality. Honestly, it will continue to collapse, under the weight of reality. There's nothing like one Nigeria. Many people have stopped believing in one Nigeria because they found out that how can they be one Nigeria and injustice is flying up and down. There's so much injustice. Nigeria's unity is forced. It's forced. There was not a time that these ethnic groups, came to agree that okay, they're going to be one. No, they just forced them to become one. Nigeria unity is more forced than natural. Unlike countries where shared culture or vision unites people, Nigeria's unity was created for administrative convenience by the British. When you force groups with different values, regions, and cultures together without a binding vision, disunity is inevitable. Youth voices are no longer afraid. Rufai belongs to a younger generation of elites who are speaking more boldly than their fathers ever did. This shows a generational shift. The youth are tired of pretending Nigeria is working. There was a time that nobody believed, even the youth did not believe in what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said when he said there's nothing like one Nigeria. So maybe now, Rufai has begun to understand everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying then. He has begun to understand. Now, I'm telling you guys the historical proof that one Nigeria has always been in question. The civil war that happened in 1967 to 1970 showed that Nigeria's unity was never guaranteed. Several ethnic groups have tried or threatened to break away since then, which is the Biafra, Ododuwa, and Niger Delta militants. They have tried to break away since. So this Bashir statement is not new. It is just another chapter in a long history of doubt. If you ask a Nigerian abroad, who are you? You see some of them saying, I'm Igbo, I'm Yoruba, I'm Hausa. Before they even say I'm Nigeria, they even hardly say I'm Nigeria. They'll first of all tell you that they're Igbos before they'll tell you that I'm a Nigerian. That shows the problem. Ethnic identity is stronger than national identity. A nation where people do not feel one cannot truly be united. A nation where people are not feeling that they are one, it cannot be united no matter what you do. We're supposed to take lessons from other countries. Sudan broke into Sudan and South Sudan when unity failed. Yes, when unity failed, Nigeria could face a similar fate if leaders, ignore the cracks. Yes, they're going to face the same thing if they ignore things, if they ignore lessons from other countries. Politicians always shout one Nigeria during election, but afterward they divide the people for personal gain. The ruling elites use unity as a slogan, but even their children don't believe in it anymore. This shows that one Nigeria is more of a political tool than a true conviction. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. Tell me what you guys really think about what Rufai's son, said on his Twitter account. Let me know your thoughts by dropping it in the comment section below. And also, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please do it, to click the subscribe button, like, and share this video. So, guys, thanks for watching.